Peace and bliss. Welcome back to Reclaiming Our Roots. This is Tanya. Welcome back to another garden tour. And we're going to start here with my beautiful, lustrous fig tree. As you can see, Miss Figgy is putting on leaves. She is officially out of dormancy. Spring has sprung and she is here for it. Isn't she beautiful? I expect her to be in full production mode this year. Last year, how many berries, not berries, but how many figs did we have? Four figs last year. So I expect her to be in full production mode. Generally with most trees, you can't expect production until like the 3rd or 5th year. And I bought her as a bare root. And this is her 4th year. And right down here, we have our green onions that are coming along beautifully. As they get a little more mature, I will be thinning some out and harvesting those for green onions. But so far, so good. The rest will be left for slicers. And down here, I have some spearmint. This is a transplant that I picked up. As I mentioned in a previous video, my herbs did not do that well this year. That's a spearmint plant. Great in tea. And over here we have more onions, as you can see, coming along nicely. I will not be overzealous this year in clipping the tops. If you forgot last year, I clipped them twice too much and I ended up killing them. And here we have some catnip, looking beautiful. And I forgot the name of this plant here, but it is a perennial. As you can see, it's starting to bud. When you see it start to go to seed, you see that? When you see your plant starts to flower, you just remove the bud, and what that does is it tells the plant to focus its energy on growing and not wanting to die off and reseed again. So you just gently remove those. But it is, this plant is used for like bug bites and stings and things of that nature. And let's head down over here. As you all can see, I have some black cow here and some mulch, things in progress. I was out here all day yesterday working in the garden and still have so much to do. And over here we have pineapple sage. I grew these last year and absolutely love them, infused them in my tea. This here is a raspberry bush, bare root. We'll see if this matures. It's still alive. I just bought this about a month or so ago. Sourced these from Walmart. So that is a raspberry bush. And over here is my lustrous sage. I've had this plant for about 3 years now. Sage is a perennial, comes back every year. And I uppotted her this year so that she can grow beautifully and bushy. Over here, guys, I'm just gonna have to break the news to you all. I killed my lemon tree, my lemon mire tree, and my key lime tree. I sure did. Did not bring them in over winter. I allowed them to remain outside in the winter. So they overwintered outside and I killed them. So lesson learned. So I will be uprooting these and planting something else in its place. And over here is my beautiful, 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 beautiful mint leaf. Also a perennial, comes back every year. One tip. If you're planting mint, you want to plant it by itself because she is a bit of a bully and she will take over, very invasive. And over here is a red acre cabbage grown by yours truly. It's one of few transplants that survived. As I mentioned in the previous video, my brassicas did not do well at all. So better luck in the fall. Over here, this is Greek oregano. Again, a perennial. It is back and beautiful as ever. And this is another Greek oregano. She's beautiful. And you'll see down here, most of the plants containers down this row are empty. They will be filled with my tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, watermelon, okra, and melons. And I have more containers over here. These are all empty. I will be out over the week, this week, to top them off. I haven't had a chance, but we'll be amending each container. I will bring you all along for that with new minerals to prepare for the next growing season. These are transplants. These are cabbage, some cabbages that I picked up in my local nursery. Forgot the name of them. This one here is a Bravo cabbage. More cabbage, more cabbage. And I spy potato plant. My potatoes have started to emerge, my potato plants. In the previous video, you all recall I planted 10 containers of potatoes. And here we have. They're here. And over here is my blueberry bushes. I am really curious to see how my blueberry bushes do this year. Not seeing very many blossoms, but we shall see. And over here is my beautiful purple sage, also a perennial, comes back every year. Isn't she beautiful? And over here is my thyme and roseberry bushes. And over here I have more potato containers. As you can see, my potatoes have sprouted. My potato plants have sprouted. That's 10 containers of Yukon Gold potatoes. Yes. And over here is my Granny Smith apple tree. I'll be back out tomorrow to spray it down. I have been consistent in spraying it every 7 to 10 days with the copper. What is it called? Copper. I'll put the name of it at the bottom. I can't think of it on the screen there. So I spray that every 7 to 10 days because last year it suffered from apple scab. So once it becomes infected, you want to prevent it from reoccurring this year. And just an FYI, if any of your trees contract a disease, a pathogen that causes a disease, you want to immediately remove those leaves. Do not put them in your compost pile because you do not want to recirculate the disease in your future compost. Okay? And over here, this is where I grew my onions last year. Obviously, I'm not growing them here this year. I will be giving this a bag away to a very special person. So there'll be another video on that, and I'll share with you who the lucky recipient is. And over here, new to the garden, is 2 beautiful blueberry bushes. I know this is a confined space for 2 bushes. It's just temporary. This is the Chippewa, yeah, blueberry bushes. So there's 2 here. Okay. So once they get a little more mature, I'll pop one in its own container. And over here is my beautiful lemon balm. Isn't she the bomb? Isn't she beautiful? Love lemon balm. Love, 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 love lemon balm. Lemon balm is great for the digestion, and it's also great for the nervous system. Yes, she is a bringer of gladness in your life. Infuse her in your tea water. Love lemon balm. So yes, guys, so that's what the garden is looking like now. I will bring you all along as updates occur. So I'm just excited about this growing season. Can't wait to see these containers filled with tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers, and okra, all the things, right? Just can't wait. Can't wait. So I just want to pop in and give you all a quick update on what the garden is doing, what it's looking like, and future plans. At this point, it's just really a waiting game, with the exception of me having to amend the containers. But outside of that, I'm not doing much in the garden. And I'm caring for and nurturing my transplants. I have a total of 58 transplants, and they are doing well. They're thriving. Okay, just imagine in the future, all of these containers will be filled with beautiful, bountiful vegetables. I just can't wait. Can't wait. If you aren't growing your own food, you really should. You know what's going on in the world? I do not have to ring that alarm. You know, most of the people that view my channel are adults. You watch the news, you live in the world, and there's nothing more valuable and responsible than growing your own food. And as you can see, you can do it in limited space. It doesn't take a lot. Let me show you something. I started off on my balcony. It wasn't until 2020 is when I expanded our growing operation into what you see now. But I started off right here, right there on the balcony, in little containers. See that? I'm gonna zoom in if I can. See that green little container there? Yeah, in little containers like that, and 5-gallon buckets. I sure did. When there's a will, there's a way, right? Start off with what you like to eat. A tomato plant, a pepper plant, a cucumber plant. I mean, you can source my channel. There's a plethora of videos on YouTube on how to do these things. It's not rocket science, but it does require some time and dedication. You can't set it and forget it. But there's enough videos out there to show you how to do these things. So there's really no excuse. And I know you aren't looking for someone outside yourself to take care of a basic need. Okay? So, just wanted to share that little tidbit. Oh, let me show you all these are my brassicas that didn't do well, but I will be thinning them out and salvaging what I can, and they will be up potted. I think where I went wrong with these is that I overseeded, and life happened, and I didn't go back and thin them out, and wasn't consistent with the watering, and it just didn't work out. So, lesson learned. But trust and believe, I will be sowing seeds for the fall garden in August, and all 55 containers will be filled to the brim with brassica plants. Okay guys, until the next video, peace and bliss. Oh, welcome new subscribers. I see the subscription count is going up. I'm not one to really watch the numbers in that respect, but I'm glad to have people that are finding the channel. If you found any value in this channel, share it with your family and friends. Tell them, hey, you don't have to have a 15-acre property in order to grow. You can grow out of a 5-gallon grow bag. In here, you can even grow a dormant, not a dormant, but a determinate size tomato. Yeah, in this grow bag, right? I think this is a 7-gallon. You can grow tomatoes in there. Sure can. I grew tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers in the 5-gallon buckets. Yeah, right there. You grow a tomato plant. Even a determinate size tomato, you can grow it in there. I've done it. So no excuses, guys. No excuses. All right, until the next video, peace and bliss.